Good evening, everybody, from Houston, Texas, at the Toyota Center, as it's time for Thunder basketball for Thunder basketball on 98.1 FM, WWL Sports, and on the iHeartRadio app. Danny Vols here at Houston at the Toyota Center. The YouTube, our producer and engineer, back in our 98.1 FM studios. It's the Thunder and the Rockets, which these two teams have not faced off since opening night.
Ludor brings edge and intensity to every game. And tonight should be no different as they prepare themselves for the task ahead at Toyota Center. Thunder Rockets, only here on 2K Sports. Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan.
Ready for a big game. 21-16 for the Rockets, 29-12 for the Thunder.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Kevin Durant.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting's been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
As you look at the lineup,
so Oklahoma City's starting group. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein.
Time to blast off here in Houston, Texas.
With Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. And for Houston, in the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. Durant is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Şengün in at center, locking down the middle.
We're underway here in Houston.
City starts out with the ball.
38th game for the Rockets. Thunder's already halfway through the season. First meeting here in Houston. We have not seen the Rockets since the opening night, so a lot has changed a lot. And stolen by Holmgren as we're underway. Thunder wearing the road blue. Thunder in white letters, white numbers and numerals, stitching a Thunder money ball.
And with that threat of the outside jumper,
nothing OKC, that was Chet Holmgren.
Pass to Finney-Smith.
Rockets in their home whites. Rockets in red numbers, red letters, red numerals as they hit a 3 of their own. We're tied at 3. White shorts, red stripes. Thunder one in Oklahoma City when these two teams met.
His last outing, 16 points for him. 6 on the shot clock.
We're home against San Antonio as we begin a road trip begin this road trip. I3 Thunder. Grant almost got a backcourt violation. Grant's 2 is no good. There's the rebound and score.
Hey, he's one of the best on the offensive glass, so you got to get a body on Şengün.
No Jabari Smith Jr., no Taro Easton. Out with injuries, stitching a Thunder money ball for Jalen Williams, 8-5 Thunder.
Takes a step back. Durant, the pass to Şengün.
Durant to Şengün, he scores. Aberrant Şengün, 19 points a game, 8-7 Oklahoma City. These two teams met in Oklahoma City back on opening night. And the Chichinga Thunder money ball, 7-11. Oh, thank heaven. That was Dort.
Van Vliet kicks to Şengün.
7 OKC.
Thompson passes to Van Vliet. Here is Durant.
And they're beginning this big road trip. That 3 no good. Hartenstein with a rebound.
Dort against Thompson. Now here's SGA. He's guarded closely. It's good. SGA's got his second
2
bucket
points
of the
for
night.
SGA. Thunder up 13-7.
That's a fantastic start.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it.
Luke Dort gets a foul. Reach his first. Amin Thompson.
11-point game his last outing. Shot clock at 6.
Rockets won against the Bulls. That's a 2 in there. 13-9 OKC.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played,
SGA will take a shot, and it's in. And they're up 15-9.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're
getting. Dorian Finley-Smith for 3. It's good. For 3 for him. 15-12 OKC.
That's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Holmgren in the high post.
Almost stolen. Jalen Williams is going to take a 2, and it is good for Jalen Williams with 8.
Williams has got his second basket.
Thunder have not missed. Rockets only missed twice.
They haven't missed one yet. Perfect.
Good start to both teams here in this game tonight. SGA with the steal.
Outside Williams. Holmgren outside.
Like I said, first meeting here in Houston. Thunder luck of late have been really bad. They've lost the last 2 games in Texas. As that 2 is in, Thunder up 19-12 over the Rockets.
Holmgren gets the ball in there. He can finish in so many ways.
Williams against Durant.
That was a nice block for Williams on KD.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA for 3. Cha-ching, Thunder money ball for SGA. Thunder up 22-12.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Fred Van Fleet.
It's a great strategy. Bury
Timeout
those
Houston.
early and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Ime Udoka taking a timeout. Let me go ahead and do this just so that way we don't have to hear the music, because you know how I am about music and shit like that.
In for Oklahoma City. Let's check out the Western
Yeah,
Conference
just
standings
slower
right
the
now
music
that we're
down.
here in the new year. You look at the Thunder, they're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, Houston, 6 games out.
And, you know, for Houston, they're not in a good place right now as a ball club. After the success of last season, they were expecting bigger and better things this year.
And you know what? Even though the season hasn't been a complete disaster, they're pretty dysfunctional as a team right now.
Now here's Van Vliet. Still scoreless. Pass to Finney-Smith. Will it go? Gets the
Smith gets a 3. It's in.
Finney-Smith doing what we've come to know he can do. Knock down that jumper with a smooth stroke.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA has it.
Market had to think that for
And he's
game
been
1
fouled.
of this back-to-back, teams are making some calculated adjustments. What do you think?
You're not wrong about that, Kevin. No reason to really show your full hand, if you will, in a back-to-back situation. You're always conscious of where your players are physically in terms of rest and fatigue. It's about finding the right balance for your particular ball club based on what the potential
First
is
free
and
throw
where you
is
are
good.
currently.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
And Greg, these
Free throw
boys
good.
veterans
24-15 OKC.
for the Rockets.
At the
Didn't
same
get a
time,
chance to
it's
do
gonna
this
be
game, but
easy
I'm
to
doing
find
this
talent
now.
that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major
2-pointer is
impact.
good.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think
4-17.
Durant has trouble finishing through contact. But think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
Now, here's Holmgren. He's got 5, trying to find Van Vliet and gets it to him.
Van Fleet with the steal.
Thompson outside.
Thompson back to
Durant
KD.
against Wiggins.
KD trying to find
Outside,
somewhere to
KD.
go.
In the corner, Şengün with it. Here's
And
Finney
Gordon
Smith.
Finley Smith for 3 is no good. Wiggins
And
with the
on a open
rebound.
look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The shot's good
SGA
from
shot is
Gilgeous
good.
Alexander.
Thunder is up
Boy, somebody lit a
26-17.
fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. 9-point game. Here's KD. And he drops in the layup off the
For
glass.
2 is good.
KD's
26-19
got 7.
Thunder.
Nobody better at getting inside and finding good looks. KD rarely forces anything, and he usually gets the best shot available.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
That's a
Thank you,
legal
Kevin.
screen on
Fred
Chet
VanVleet
Holmgren.
is a leader for the Rockets. Their coach, Ime Udoka, says Fred sometimes goes against his natural inclination, playing the good cop because Ime himself is so hard on them. But adds, Fred is a grumpy dude. He always finds something to be mad at. We need that with our team. Back to you guys.
They love his disposition. Okay, thank you, Allie.
Thompson for 3 is no
Catching up on the
good.
changes for Houston. Clint Capella comes in for Şengün. And it's Green in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Capella's in.
Now, here's SGA. He's got 13. And
Wiggins will buck
throws
it down.
The D just kind
28-19
of stepping aside
OKC.
and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is
Houston.
lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
While I do that, I'm going to go get something, and I'll be right back. This is Thunder Basketball, by the way.
Kogi's checked in for Houston. Aaron Holiday comes in for Fred VanVleet. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Wallace is checked in. Thompson finds Holiday. Back to Thompson. And then jammed down right as he goes over Jalen Williams.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. The Thunder leading by 7. Wiggins outside. Back to SGA. Hartenstein with the screen on Holiday. Got a piece of it. Capella with it. Now SGA defending. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Oklahoma City's gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back here in Houston, Looks like we just got back underway. Green.
Here's a Kogi.
Kogi to Thompson.
4 on the shot clock. Goes up with a strike.
Thompson misses.
Thompson, no good. Thompson's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. On the wing, Wallace, guarded by Holiday. The Thunder with
shot miss.
Surprising to see that he had so much room from mid-range. I think he was surprised too.
Kogi.
A Kogi, the pass to Thompson.
A Kogi, actually.
And the foul called
Thompson
on Cason Wallace.
On Cason Wallace.
That's his first foul. The Rockets making a switch here. Branham's checked in. Substitution on the court. Here's a Kogi. Green with a screen on Wiggins. Here's a Kogi. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams. The Thunder leading by 7.
7-point Thunder lead, 28-21.
Caruso kicks to Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Whistle blows.
That shot is in and a foul.
At the line to make it a 3-point
He gets
play.
the foul.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Cason Wallace comes in for Williams. Free throw drops for Holmgren.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
That's to Holiday. Now, here's Şengün. He's guarded by Williams. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 5. Here's Shepherd. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Showing how tough he is. Shepherd doesn't get rattled by the physicality.
Pass to Caruso. On the wing, Wallace. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Thunder lead by 11.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Şengün. 6 points for him. And the 3 ball is good.
Strong mechanics and a high release. Shepherd just needs to catch it when he's on.
3-second difference between shot clock and gameplay. Williams, that's good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Shepherd, the pass to Şengün. Outside Holiday. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And their 3-point shooting has paved the way for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Jae'Sean Tate out there with Green. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's a Kogi in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And here we go. Nice shot by Wallace. And now a 12-point Oklahoma City lead.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Caruso against Holiday. Şengün. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. 2025, Clark, was a big year for Alperen Sengun, his first All-Star selection.
And could not have been more well-deserved, Kevin. He really ramped his game up across the board and was a big reason the Rockets were transformed. I mean, if that's not All-Star stuff, I don't know what is.
And here are the Rockets now, following the score by Oklahoma City. Sengun passes to Holiday. It's blocked. Caruso against Holiday. Wallace outside. Pass to Carlson. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Rockets trail by 12. Now here is Holiday. Tate the pass to Green. Here's Okogie for the 3. Wiggins with the rebound.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Wallace misses. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against San Antonio. And that one drops. Tate's only got his first bucket of the night.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Rockets making a change here. Branham's checked in. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
Take a look at Thompson. Sitting at the top of the heap. Looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible, and we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Now, here's Sengun. He's got 8.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Holmgren sets the screen for Caruso. Outside, Dort. Caruso kicks to Wallace. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Sengun's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Holmgren.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And, guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point.
And the first one drops. And you look at the top players in the NBA, one thing a lot of them share in common, Clark, the ability to change speeds.
Yeah, they call it being shifty, herky-jerky, playing at your own pace. I love guys that never seem to be rushed. Something we see from SGA, Jalen Brunson, even the Joker, Nikola Jokic, all seem to have their own pace and cadence of play because of their remarkable fundamentals.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Tough 2 from Durant.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into a shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
Holmgren finds Caruso. And here is Williams. Back to Caruso. Inside, Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now here's Durant. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. And Holmgren pulls it down. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Thunder. They've held a 12-point lead early. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
The Thunder leading by 4. Outside, Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Williams against KD. Outside Williams. From past the arc. The Rockets pull it in.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you.
Oh, superb execution exhibited from Durant.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
Outside, Dort. Green against Holmgren. Pass to Sorber. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Durant finds Green. That evens the score. Green's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So for the Rockets, Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Green, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Josh Okogie. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had 25 points in the win against San Antonio. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Guys, back to you.
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Back to SGA. In close, it's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
KD with it. He's got 14. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. His three-pointers off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's VanVleet. A 17-point game for him in the win against Chicago.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. following the miss by Fred VanVleet. Williams finds Williams. Over in the corner, Dort. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Dort's got his second bucket tonight.
Big make for Dort. That is his bread and butter. Nails the three from the corner.
VanVleet on the wing. SGA defending. VanVleet passes to Finney-Smith. VanVleet against SGA. A shot off that time. Oklahoma City leading by 4. And for a guy who handles the ball so much, Fred VanVleet, really, Clark, takes care of the ball. He rarely turns it over.
Yeah, Freddie is steady, boy. I tell you, man, he is a guy who really squeezes that orange. You can trust him to push the pace and play slow and take care of it no matter what the circumstance is. I mean, his leadership, his clutch production, that guy is a coach's dream.
Here's SGA. Following the score by Houston. Fades away. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. And it's Chet Holmgren in for Williams. Oklahoma City's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Back to Dort. Williams looking over the floor. Down low. It's tipped. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. They grab their own miss. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Durant, no good.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Clint Capella.
And you can't get too wrapped up in the numbers, but sure, his rebounding volume has indeed been decreasing. Is that a function of physicality, alterations to playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
Now here's Williams, following the shot by Kevin Durant.
He was shooting well at the beginning, but he's getting less and less consistent now.
And he got off to a nice start, but has slowed down here in the second quarter.
SGA with the bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17 now.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top rebounding teams this season. The Rockets, number 1.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the rankings.
1:10 left in the first half. Pass to Capella. Now Kevin Durant. And it's blocked.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And that 7-foot frame of Holmgren makes him so difficult to guard.
The Thunder have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, you talk about new school big men. Chet Holmgren is in that category. Rim protection and perimeter game all rolled into one.
And he can't hit the second. It's trailed by 7. The three from KD. The shot, no good.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game time. Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. The Thunder with another miss. Outside Durant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
That's good from Durant. And the Thunder making a switch here. Good on both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And that'll do it for the first half of competitive games so far. It's the Thunder. They lead by 5. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I'm with Coach Udoka. Specifically on defense, would you say there's more to clean up in the paint or on the perimeter?
A little bit of both. We got to protect the paint a little bit better. They hit some tough mid-range shots, but they also hurt us on the offensive glass. So keep them off the glass, make them beat us from the perimeter, and I think we'll be in good shape.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
As a resident dunk contest expert, I can tell you, these are the names you want in the dunk contest, guys. Don't come at me with who isn't making the cut, because this group is all you need.
Geez, I guess we can call it right now. The Jet has spoken. And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Houston Rockets.
Playing for one another. The phrase gets overused, but tonight it's right.
Hey, we should try a harmony.
Let's do it.
Playing for one
another. The phrase gets overused. Kenny, get on beat. But tonight it's right.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
5-point Thunder lead as we start the second half. It'll be Houston Rockets with the ball.
And so Van Vliet will
Senior Bulls here at the Toyota Center in downtown Houston. YouTuber, producer, and engineer back in our 98.1 FM studio as SGA slams down. It's now a 7-point Thunder lead, 58-51.
To his side. And it's Williams at the 3. KD passes to Van Vliet.
Vliet gets it in. 58-53 Thunder.
5 assists tonight.
Great work by Van Vliet. So good at carving out space on the interior.
Holmgren with a screen on Durant. Here's Williams. Here's Holmgren. And he makes
Over
the
a
bucket.
bucket
Gets
and
the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, this hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
The Thunder have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
Yep.
What I like about Holmgren, he's a lot more physical than his frame would indicate.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Pulls up on the wing. Yep, it goes. And the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Van Vliet.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's SGA. 19 points in the game. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot.
And that's just remarkable defense by Durant. Shooters definitely feel his presence when he's contesting like that.
Releases. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Tough play there by Williams. Finishing that one off. Wow. Getting fouled.
The Thunder have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. That free throw, no good.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
Good on the second free throw. Rockets trail by 7. Thompson sets the pick for KD. Pass to Thompson. Back to KD. Şengün with the screen for Durant. And there's the call on Durant. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Outside Williams. Dort passes to Holmgren. Pass to Williams for 3. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Thompson. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backdoor. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
When you talk about him, then Thompson, Clark, one of my favorite players. This kid is great.
Yeah, he's a joy to watch. I mean, for as young as he is, the way he gets after it defensively, the way he attacks the rim, he plays with a verve and confidence that belies his youth, man. He's a special talent, a freak athlete, exceptional at the defensive end already. And his offense is only going to continue to develop. Boy, that guy could be scary. There aren't going to be many people saying amen having to deal with him.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. When these players get to the free throw line, it's nearly automatic. The 2K leaderboards show us this month's free throw shooting percentage leader. Fourth, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
Pass to Durant. Şengün with a screen on Williams. Now, here's Şengün. Van Vliet outside. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Thunder leading by 8. Hartenstein with the screen for SGA. And stolen by Şengün. Thompson passes to Finney-Smith. And good that time.
Boy, that's just some major intensity from Finney-Smith there. Going up hard and then just fighting for the and one play.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And it's really baffling. I don't know how he lost his touch at the line so dramatically, guys. I mean, and it happened quickly as well. He's nowhere close to what he shot from the line last season.
A free throw off from Finney-Smith.
The definition of a stretch four. Finney-Smith is a really valuable offensive player.
Door to screen on Durant. For 3, Holmgren. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Thompson. The Thunder pull it in.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
6'3", 215 pounds. Lou Dort is one strong guard. Hard to handle for defenders.
First free throw is good.
Who needs the NBA draft? I mean, Dort worked his way onto the team, into the rotation, and then turns into a key contributor.
He hits both from the stripe. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 8-point game. And Thompson kicks to Van Vliet. Outside Durant. Williams with the defensive effort. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to SGA. Door to screen on Van Vliet. 13 feet away. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 21.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
SGA against Van Vliet. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Pass to Hartenstein. That one good for 2. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers for the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Thunder making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. takes the three. The Thunder with another miss. Rockets trail by 10. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Şengün, covered by Wiggins. And again, the turnover by the Rockets.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Kevin Durant. Averaging about 26 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Holmgren outside. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
KD on the wing. Covered by Wiggins. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot. Şengün with the screen for Thompson to the middle. And Şengün throws it down.
Working that pick and roll action superbly. Şengün knows exactly where he needs to be.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein. Williams passes to SGA. The kick out to Williams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. SGA's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Durant against Wiggins. Şengün with a screen on Wiggins. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 8. Again, the points coming from Kevin Durant.
Right back at you. Durant motivated to put it right in his opponent's face. No better way to do it than with a 3 of his own.
Williams with a clean look, and the 3 off target.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
SGA against Van Vliet. Battling inside. It's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Durant. Van Vliet against Gilgeous-Alexander. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Thunder leading by 10. Wiggins surveying the floor. Hartenstein with the screen for SGA. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Thompson outside. Back to Van Vliet. Wiggins against KD. Floats one up. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Pass to Williams. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Durant finds Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Well, Alperen Şengün's developed into a great scorer. He can put up some big numbers.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Outside Durant. A minute 20 left to play here in the third. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. SGA on the wing. Holmgren with a screen on Van Vliet from 10 feet out. And there's another one for the Thunder.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Back to KD. 7-foot shot. Physical defense. And KD does not flinch.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
Holmgren, good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Again, Oklahoma City.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Oklahoma City. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. They've got Green. He's out there with Şengün. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Houston's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Green dishes to Holiday. Pass to Şengün. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Şengün's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Rockets. Outside Williams. Here's Wiggins. Pass to Dort. Wiggins sets a screen for Dort. Over to the wing. Here's Caruso. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Branham. Green with a screen on Dort. Outside, Green. Poked away. Şengün with a screen on Williams. Kogi inside the 3-point line. Şengün, good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Oklahoma City leading by 14. Outside Williams. Dort left side. The Thunder with another miss. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Pass to Şengün. Fires the 3. Wiggins with the rebound. Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Caruso kicks to Dort. Williams passes to Dort. Screen by Wiggins. He takes it in, and that one's good. Caruso.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Holiday against Caruso. Şengün with the screen for Green. Pass to Şengün. Here's Kogi. He's guarded by Williams. Up again. It's good on the putback. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Jang, he's checked in for Wiggins. Pass to Williams. Caruso looking for an opening. Williams up on top. Williams trying to break free. Williams gets the bucket. And the Thunder lead by 16.
Lethal in that area. Williams has the athletic ability and finesse to score in so many ways.
Branham, the pass to Holiday. To the paint, trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him, and the shot is good. And so here is Oklahoma City. They led by as many as 18 points. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Williams' shot is off.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
Here's Branham. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, I love watching him carve his way inside and capitalize.
The Thunder leading by 12. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jen. Chad Holmgren comes in for Williams. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Jalen Williams. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now. Keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. SGA looking it over. Shai going through the defense.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Holiday. Clock at 6. Here's Okogie. Shoots over Caruso. Okogie misses. Dort passes to Caruso. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Caruso. To the inside. And Dort gets it to go. That's 10 points for Lou Dort.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
Holiday finds KD. Durant rising up.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help this team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now here's Caruso. The 3. The rebound by Holiday. Pass to Şengün. Şengün with a screen on Holmgren. And Şengün throws it down.
Making strides on that end of the floor. Şengün showing what he can do as a scorer.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Now Hartenstein. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good with the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Durant. Durant going to work inside.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Dort with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein, and the dunk by Hartenstein.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Okogie, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all, past season of father and son playing as teammates, NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Rockets trail by 13. Outside Durant. Pass to Finney-Smith. Trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Here's SGA. Holmgren outside. 6 on the shot clock. SGA double team. Holmgren can't hit.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
Şengün with a screen on Williams. A deep three from Durant. Another miss by Houston. Oklahoma City leading by 13. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA double team. Hartenstein
continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
Now Şengün. Thompson outside. Thompson a screen on SGA. Cleared away by SGA.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Outside Durant. Now Şengün. Fred VanVleet. The three is off.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Durant rips down the rebound.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
We got a report from the sideline. Let's get the news on Aaron Wiggins. Allie, what are they saying?
Hey guys, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Thunder. He told me it appears to be a separated shoulder, which is an incredibly painful injury. It is a major loss right in the thick of the season. Other guys will have to step up. Let's see who answers the call.
Allie, thank you for the update.
You know, you learn a lot about yourself through these long rehab processes. There's a physical component for sure, but I think mentally and psychologically is where the real challenge is. I have no doubt he'll return, and my guess is he'll be better and stronger than ever.
Missed on the three. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They led by as many as 18 points.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Oklahoma City.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with one game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third league.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
Capella, here he goes. They lead by 11.
So the Thunder are going to come into Houston and come away with a victory, 101-90 over the Rockets.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
So let's go courtside where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game. Allie.
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, so that I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Clark Keller.
Welcome to the Whataburger post-game report. You look at the stats for the Rockets. Kevin Durant, 27. Sengun, 24. Nobody else really stepped up, to be honest with you, with the Rockets. Steven Adams did not play for the Rockets. $31 for SGA, 21 for Chet. Jalen Williams with a knee at 11. Same with Hartenstein. Dort had 10. Mason Wallace 7. Wiggins had 4 before he left with an injury and did not return. Jalen Williams with an eye had 4. 2 for Caruso. Sorber had nothing. Braden Carlson had nothing. A.J. Mitchell did not score. Ousmane Dieng didn't score. Kendrick Williams had nothing. And Nikola Topic had nothing. So that basically was how it summed up here today. Of course, not good news for the Thunder as we go to our injury report. As Aaron Wiggins is out with a dislocated shoulder 4 to 6 weeks. And of course, Isaiah Joe, who's been out with a left hip injury, is now day-to-day, so we don't know when Isaiah will be back in the lineup, but we'll wait and see. As for our friends, the OKC Blue, they did not play today. They are hosting the Memphis Hustle at the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City. Around the rest of the NBA organizations, Magic beat the Memphis Grizzlies 126-101. Bane had 26 points for the Magic. Franz Wagner 25, Ranchero 21, and the rest of the point scorers for the Magic. Jaren Jackson Jr. 28 points, Gigi Jackson 18. No John Morant tonight. He's probably out with an injury. Zach Edey had 7 points for the game, and the rest of the scores. Pistons beat the Suns 133-114. Excuse me. Kate Cunningham had 30 points for the Pistons. Isaiah quickly had 19. The rest of the scores for the Pistons. Devin Booker 39 for the Pistons. Green had 20. Dylan Brooks had 8, and the rest of the scores for Phoenix in the contest. Miami beat the Boston Celtics 124-115. Tyler Hero 36 points. Norman Powell 29. Bam Adebayo had 13. The rest for the Miami Heat. Jason Tatum 25 points. Jaylen Brown had 33. Russell Westbrook only had 7 points for the Celtics in the loss. San Antonio beat Milwaukee 132-107. Dylan Harper, career-high 46 points for the Spurs. No Wemby, by the way. Kelly Olynyk, 21 points. Champagny had 14. Waters had 11. Stephon Castle had 9. Harrison Barnes had 9. Luke Cornett had 8. Jeremy Sohan had 6. Keldon Johnson had 6. 2 points for Brian. And the rest that didn't play for the Spurs. Kyle Kuzma, 29 points. They also played without Giannis. Gary Trent, 13. Bobby Portis had 12. Cole Anthony had 21 points. A.J. Green Sins, Torian Prince had 4 points for the Bucks in the contest. Jericho Sims only had 1 point in the game for Milwaukee. Dallas beat the Jazz 127-90. Way. Yeah, I'm probably getting ready to go to bed soon. Kyrie Irving, 32 points for Dallas. Anthony Davis, 19. P.J. Washington, 19. Najee Marshall had 18. Daniel Gafford had 15. Klay Thompson had 8. Max Christie had 7. Caleb Martin had 6. And Dante Exum had 3, and the rest did not play. Markkanen had 17. Sensabaugh, 14. Ace Bailey had a low 4 points, and the rest of the scores for the Jazz. Knicks beat the Warriors 111-108. Stephen Curry had 27 points for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga had 21. Jimmy Butler, 18. Moses Moody had 11 points. Buddy Hield, former center, 11 points. Al Horford had 6. Ben Simmons had 6. Szymanski and Draymond Green each had 4 apiece for the Mavs. Mikal Bridges had 26 points for the Knicks. Malcolm Brogdon had 24. Cat had 19. Karl Anthony Towns, KAT. Jalen Brunson, 13. Miles McBride had 10. Of course, no OG tonight in the contest, if you ask me. Portland beat Atlanta 133-107. Damian Lillard, 39 points. Denny Alavia had 22. Shaedon Sharpe, 16. Scoot Henderson, 15. Drew Holiday had 15. Jeremiah Grant had 14. Donovan Clingan, 8. Matisse Thybulle had 2. So did Chris Murray, who had 2. And Toumani Camara had no points. For the Blazers, Trae Young, what could be his last season with Atlanta, 37 points for the Hawks. And the rest scores for Atlanta. And then the Hornets fall the Lakers 126-111. Luka Doncic had 37 points for the Lakers. LeBron had 20. DeAndre Ayton had 22. Hachimura had 20. Austin Reeves, former center, 8 points. No Bronny James in the contest for the Lakers. LaMelo had 29 points. Miles Bridges had 19. Trey Mann had 18. Brandon Miller had 15. Spencer Dinwiddie had 6 for the Hornets in the contest. Bulls beat the Nets 197-93. Paul George had 18 points for the Nets, taking on the Chicago Bulls. There's the rest of the scores for Brooklyn. Former Thunder Josh James, 31 points for 20 points in 31 minutes for the Bulls. Vucevic had 13, and the rest of the scores for the Bulls and those that did not play. Pelicans beat the Pacers 114-109. Aaron Nesmith had 23 points. Pascal Siakam had 20 for the Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton, 16. Andrew Nembhard had 12. Jay Huff had 12. Ben Shepherd had 11. T.J. McConnell had 8. Jarrence Walker had 5. Isaiah Jackson, 2. The rest didn't play for the Pacers. DeAndre Murray had 26. Jordan Hawkins had 22. Jordan Poole had 18, 15 for Zion, and the rest of the scores for the Pelicans. Cavs beat the Sixers 143 to 119. Embiid had 30 points for the Sixers. Jared McCann had 22. Quinn Grimes 14. Tyrese Maxey 13. Michael Porter Jr. had 13. VJ Edgecombe had 12. Drummond had 12. Drummond had 11. Kelly Oubre Jr. had 4. And then Justin Edwards did not score, and the rest didn't play for the Sixers, including Kyle Lowry. Garland had 25 points for the Cavs. Lonzo Ball had 15. Good game for Lonzo. Donovan Mitchell had 13 points. 5 points for Larry Nance Jr. and the rest of the scores for the Cavs. As Toronto squeaked out a win against the Clippers, 117 to 116. Brandon Ingram had 29 points for the Raptors. Scotty Barnes had 17. PJ Washington 17. Tobias Harris had 14. The rest of the scores for Toronto. Of course, there's no dumbest name in NBA who played tonight. James Harden had 33 points for the Clippers, 21 for Kawhi. CP3 had 16. Collins 14. Dunn had 8. Of course, CP3's last game in Toronto. Ivan Zubac had 8. Brook Lopez 6. And the rest of the scores are those that did up for Toronto. T-Wolves beat the Rockets 137 to 114. Sengun had 28 points. Kevin Durant 22. Fred VanVleet 11. Aaron Holiday had 11. Clint Capella 10. Steven Adams did not play against the Thunder. He had 10, and the rest that did not play for Rockets in the contest. Anthony Edwards 43 points for the T-Wolves. Julius Randle, 26. Mike Conley, 15. The rest of the scores for the T-Wolves. Rudy Gobert had 10 points in the game. And the Kings beat the Wizards 135 to 118. Zach LaVine, 21 points for the Kings. Keegan Murray had 21. Dario Saric had 20. Schroeder had 19. Sabonis, 18. DeRozan had 15. Malik Monk, 15. Drew Eubanks had 4, and Kean Ellis had 2, and the rest that did not play for the Kings. CJ McCollum had 28 points for the Wizards, and the rest of the scores and those that didn't play for Washington. So, standing-wise, as we enter into your next game, which will be against Miami Heat, but we'll talk about the games. Mavericks in first place, 7 games ahead of OKC. Clippers are now a game and a half back in third. T-Wolves, Golden State, and all that yada, yada, yada. Down at the bottom, Utah Jazz, 7-34 on the board. And there's a look at the Eastern Conference standings. And down at the bottom is Washington with 9-31 losses on the board so far. We invite you to join us tomorrow. We invite you to join us on. We'll invite you to join us tomorrow as the Thunder will head to Miami to take on the Miami Heat. Tip-off will be at 1 o'clock from the, I think it's called the Casa Arena or whatever it's called now. It's formerly known as the American Airlines Arena in Miami. Final meeting between these two. Thunder beat the Heat 86-62 back in Oklahoma City. This is the second and final meeting between these two and our only visit to Miami. It'll be a 1 o'clock tip Eastern, 12 p.m. Central. The Utah will have the pregame show from 10 to 11:30. I will take over at 11:30, and we'll have tip-off at noon from Miami. And now for our studio engineer, that is the YouTuber, I'm Danny Voles. Thank you for joining me and saying good night from the Toyota Center in Houston, where the final, the Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Rockets 101-90. Coming up next, we'll rejoin your morning news already in progress. We'll talk to you tomorrow on the OKC Thunder Digital Network.